Try clicking auto battle to see if it turns it off since it's already on.
I am advancing.
Auto battle. Stand by. Here we go.
I am advancing.
All right, cool. There are way too many.
Here I go.
There are like way too many orders that like having orders hidden behind other orders is very stupid. Look, this even scrolls. Why isn't it like this? This should be 3 separate things. It shouldn't be one thing, like in a drop-down menu. But whatever. All that matters is that we figured it out. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. Wish the game had been a little bit clearer about it, but all that matters is we got it. Now die. Farewell. You'll level up. Level 3 on Monica, not bad. Still very shocked that Monica is a character, but I'm here for it, honestly. I'm all good for more red-headed characters. Oh, the Count is here. Hello. Why couldn't you have just managed this on your own, dude? Behold my wrath. You're so done, dude. You're not even gonna get crit. Absolutely deaded. Defeated the mysterious mages, the wall of darkness have gone. Yeah, this game is definitely seems like it's gonna be a lot more of controlling the characters, which I'm not really, or like ordering the characters rather. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I kind of feel like having to constantly, oh wait. Dialogue. I kind of feel like constantly having to open that menu and be like, go here, is gonna kind of start to get boring after a little. Or not boring, but kind of like take away from the combat a little bit after a while. As opposed to the other Warrior games where, or the other 2 Hyrule Warriors games that I played specifically, where it's just like a constant like, go, 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 go. And you just get to keep fighting nonstop. I don't want to have to keep opening this menu over and over again to be like, oh, wait, you finished that one fight. I need you to go do this next one now. I also really need to figure out how to turn that off. I'm sure there's a way to turn that off because that's really annoying. That I'm in the middle of comboing and fighting something and it's like, oh, hey, but look at this. Dude, Lord Arundel, you're already like almost dead, man. I almost want to turn up the difficulty because the game does seem like not easy per se, but not super difficult. But also I feel like if I turn up the difficulty, I'm definitely never getting an S rank ever again because of how much time they give you for them.
I know when I am bested. Not happening! We are the darkness itself, and the darkness cannot be slain.
Alright, goodbye.
He escaped.
Cowardly of him, but we can take comfort in our victory either way.
Yeah, I guess.
Now what?
Huh? Are you kidding me? When mercs celebrate a win, we slap our open palms together like that.
I love that. That's so adorable.
A commendable victory, Lady Edelgard.
Apparently I had a key to a chest, Lone Wolf is saying, and didn't open the chest. I don't ever remember getting a key. When did that happen? I don't remember having a key in that fight at all.
Thank you, Hubert. Still, I don't much like how those rats managed to keep skittering away.
I imagine that guy's pretty close with Kranya and Tomas, since he shapeshifted and all.
Yes. They're all part of a clandestine organization attempting to conquer Fódlan from the shadows. Those who slither in the dark.
They really need to come up with a new band name.
Huh. Never heard of them.
So, what is the plan now, Your Highness? We make ready for my coronation. Hubert, gather everyone in the throne room.
At once, Your Highness.
is wonderful. Your Highness is going to become your Majesty. Yes, but first I must speak with the Minister of Domestic Affairs, as well as the other counts. Also, I need you to go to the Knights of Seiros. I wasn't expecting all of you this soon. What are you doing here?
We demand an explanation. You arrested my father, Edelgard. How could you do such a thing without discussing it with me first?
I'm probably not getting the finer points here, but you basically defeated both my father and Ferdinand's. Is that right?
I thought that your father was, like, on our side. We were, like, chilling out. He was punching stuff with us.
I wasn't fighting your father, Caspar. He was aiding me, as was Count Hevering.
So, what about my father? Did you arrest him?
Your father was a part of this?
Unfortunately not.
Hmm, okay.
Look, I'm sure you have your reasons for all of this, but maybe you should sit down and talk us all through it.
And I intend to. We'll reconvene later and clear everything up then. Monica, join me. We'll talk as we go.
The AI probably killed the guy that had the key, so you probably didn't notice. Yeah, probably. I know that there's an icon that shows up at the bottom left if you have a key, but I did not think there was a key to be gotten, so I didn't even look. If I had known that there was a key on the map, I would have looked at where because I saw the icon on the first map where I got the key. I know that that's where it is. But I just didn't even bother looking because I didn't know there was a key. I didn't know there was a chest on the map.
Hard work created this.
Hard work created a +1 dex, +1 defense? That's not hard work. That is a failure, Petra.
Any experience is worth having.
All right, not bad, not bad. Well, our completion time was bad. We still get experience +30 for A rank. We did good on enemies defeated and damage taken.
Cheers means so much more when I'm on stage.
Yo, Dorothea MVP, you love to see it. Easy level ups.
Growth is a part of life.
Magic, speed, and charisma, honestly, we take those. Thunder level 2, love it. Rat Strike is level 2, finally. Edelgard has mastered the fighter class. Okay.
Who knew this power slept within?
Oh, look at that. I work to grow.
Yo, speed +2. I'm starting to feel like, compared to Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity, they wanted to go hard on, like, hey, Fire Emblem's a strategy game. We need to give a lot more strategy with orders and, like, more stuff happening on the map at once. And I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to feel about it. Game feels like a normal Warriors game is really fun so far. But, like, the amount of order... Because, like, in Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity, I never give the units orders. I just switch control of them and then go around and beat stuff up. Which is how I like it. In this game, it seems like, yo, especially if you want these S ranks, you're going to have to do a lot of ordering around and pay attention to a lot more stuff happening on the map. We'll see how that plays out. I'm not saying that I hate it or anything so far, but I definitely, like, it's different from how I normally play, like, Age of Calamity, where I'm just like, dude, just start hitting stuff. Warriors games are all about just, like, defeating swaths of enemies and bosses, and it's super fun. This is still really fun, but it's looking like it's going to be a bit more of like, hey, dude, you got to pay a lot more attention than to just fighting, and that might not be really what I'm looking for out of a Warriors game. But so far, above all else, I'm really interested in seeing how this storyline goes. Very intrigued. Yeah, we got an intermediate seal. Pog. Give me all that money. All right, it seems like getting A ranks are still really good as well.
And you say I have 2 years to complete these preparations.
In cooperation with Count Hevering, of course. You and Hubert can finalize the details later.
Hevering is so dang tall. This man is 8 feet easy.
As I won't be choosing a prime minister for some time, I realize this may result in extra work for you. However, that also means more latitude to do things as you see fit, so long as you ensure we're prepared for a 5-year war.
How do you know the war is going to take exactly 5 years before it even happens?
I will not rest
until I discover a solution, Your Highness. So long as our military leaders don't tread on my toes, I shouldn't have too much difficulty.
For something this big, you better believe we'll have plenty of need for resources. Leave it to a narrow-minded quill carrier like you to call that treading on your toes.
In Her Majesty's name, I will decide what is and isn't appropriate regarding your needs. Also, anyone would seem narrow-minded when compared to a swollen-headed juggernaut such as yourself.
A juggernaut, huh? Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Dude, I love these two. Count Bergliez is great. I love this man. If more than 5 years pass, peace is declared and everybody lives happily ever after. Exactly. There's a there's an expiration date on war. If we run out of wartime, then we just have to stop warring.
I see someone allowed his sarcasm lessons to lapse.
Moving on. Lord Arendel's followers will doubtless attempt to interfere, so we'll need to keep a close eye on them. Once Count Varley joins us, we can discuss the matter I mentioned further.
It seems he's just arrived, Your Majesty.
Apologies for my tardiness. Gregoire von Varley at the court service.
Very obviously Bernadetta's dad. It's so nice of all of the parents to be color-coded with their kids' hair so that you don't have to remember all the last names that I never remember.
My, but attendance seems light. Where is the Lord Regent and the rest of our noble six?
Duke Eyre stands accused of treason and has been dismissed as Prime Minister. He currently awaits judgment in one of our finer dungeons. Lord Arundel is a fugitive from the same crime and will be taken in soon. Dead or alive, it makes no difference.
Well, this is a rather shocking turn of events. I had no idea Ludwig was capable of such things. Still, rest assured that I am nothing like him.
Indeed. And as for the others, Duke Gert was dispatched to Western Fódlan to conduct negotiations. And my father, the late Marquis Vestra, perished in the struggle to capture Duke Eyre, which makes me the new Marquis Vestra, and Minister of the Imperial Household.
Ah, you've nothing to fear, Count Varley. Her Majesty intends to bestow a great honor upon you.
Why is Linhardt's dad an actual giant? Every time I see him standing next to another character, I'm just like, what the heck? This dude should play basketball.
Majesty? Wait, you mean...
The title hasn't been formalized just yet, but as it stands, you should view it as a foregone conclusion. More importantly, Count Varley, there is a very important position I wish for you to fill. I intend to rebuild the Southern Church, and who better to be the bishop than you, our Minister of Religious Affairs? I will make my case to the Archbishop personally.
Thankfully, Lord Arundel and his men are no longer around to obstruct such a move.
You would bestow such a position on me? Make no mistake, it is a great honor, but are you certain?
Very. Now then, your first duty in the role will be to oversee my coronation. Do not fail me, Bishop. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you enjoying your stay at the palace?
More than I expected, though I do feel a bit out of place here.
Understandable. Everyone here either is a noble themselves or serves one. However, that will change. As Emperor, I plan to end discrimination based on social status. Everyone will have a chance to rise to the top, whether they are born into the aristocracy or not.
No more nobles or commoners, huh? That does sound pretty great. I'll be impressed if you can actually pull it off.
Oh, I will. But at the moment, I have a proposition for you.
Go on.
We've successfully expunged the Prime Minister and the rest of that puppet government, but a certain amount of unrest is unavoidable. Which means I must remain here in the capital. In other words, I can't go back to Garreg Mach and continue my studies.
What about the others?
Our noble families will be in disarray as we transition to my system and new heads of household take power. Of course, some, like Dorothea, are not as affected as the other students. but all of them have offered to stay and help rather than return to the monastery without us. If you'd be willing to do the same, I'd like to offer you a top post in my new military.
Yo, we're a general already. Let's go. It's just that easy, lads. Moving up in the government hierarchy is a piece of cake. Yo, Nero, what's up? Game's pretty good so far. Game's pretty good. Gotta get used to it being a little bit more... There's a lot more going on that you have to, like, do orders and stuff for in combat that I'm not sure I vibe with yet. But overall, like, gameplay, fluid, fun. Warriors game. Love it. Is it me or does Edelgard sound different in this game? Nero, I said the exact same thing at the start of stream. I asked chat, like, yo, is Edelgard, like, is it a different voice actress? She doesn't sound like I remember Edelgard sounding. But chat says it's the same voice actress. I think she's just doing the voice slightly different without realizing it. Like, even if it's the same voice actress, she's definitely doing her delivery a bit different than in Three Houses, I think.
Now there's a tantalizing offer. It's not like you have any real obligation to the church. Plus, it sounds like quite the thrill.
I'm more of a hired sword than an officer.
Which is why you're perfect. Hubert wants to recruit mercenaries such as yourself and form a new unit. I can't put some noble in command of them. That would be ill-advised. But they would listen to a capable fighter such as you. You're Hubert's first and only choice.
I don't know if I really have the experience for it, but if you have that much faith in me, I won't let you down.
Having deposed Lord Arundel and Duke Ire, Edelgard quickly arranges for her coronation, her eyes now fixed firmly on the monumental task laid out before her. All the while, the kingdom of Fargus is thrown into unrest over the right of succession, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Almiran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fódlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.
Oh, that's the end of the prologue. Okay.
Scarlet Blaze. The struggle commences.
All right, we're doing the Scarlet Blaze route, boys. Let's go.
It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Having ascended the throne of Adrestia, Edelgard has begun to enact sweeping change. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus now calls Dimitri its king, while Claude reigns over the Leicester Alliance. All three house leaders have found their wings as rulers of a new generation. With the whole of Fódlan still reeling from these rapid changes, Edelgard decides the time has come to usher in a new era.
Oh my goodness, Dimitri actually had a respectable haircut there? That's insane.
People of Fódlan, the Empire will stand by no longer. Together, we rise against a church that has become steeped in deception and corruption. The church has used their doctrine to deny you power and reshape Fódlan as they see fit. They thrust upon you the illusion of nobility in order to oppress who they choose, and they helped create the kingdom and alliance as a pretext for war. Finally, they teased you with the promise of salvation from pain they themselves inflicted, and did so in the name of their own profit. Well, I say no more. The Empire has severed herself from their hypocrisy by restoring the Southern Church and nurturing her people's well-being. And today, we purge the world of their evil forever. We will retake Garreg Mach from the Central Church and stamp out any nobles who abet its depravity. By my title as Emperor Edelgard von Hresvelg of Adrestia, I hereby declare war against the false Church of Seros.